Kia ora, my name is Clayton Wikaira. I descend from Ngāpuhi. Today I'm going to talk about what I did as a health promoter, practitioner up in the far north. The approach I took aligned with the new health promoting schools framework alongside a community development approach. We looked at starting where the people were at and building on their strengths, ensuring that the change that was going to occur was going to be sustainable for their community. My job was to work with Northland priority communities. One we identified in a little place called Te Ti in the Bay of Islands. This was a low socio-economic, isolated area. There was also a lack of available health services and a high level of unemployment, and predominantly were Māori population. I think it was important to begin where the community were at, instead of imposing some health issues on them, that they were actually a part of identifying what were their needs and their priorities for their own community. So we looked at what their strengths were, and within that community they had a natural resource, which was the moana, and the locality was right on their back doorstep. They had a desire to use wakaama as a vehicle in promoting health within that area. So it was a holistic look at how they could reduce obesity, smoke-free, improve nutrition, and look at it and that being sustained. We also wanted to look broader than wakaama just as the sport, so we looked at them utilising the waka to gather shellfish, set nets and go fishing off the canoes. One of their set goals to go down to the Wakaama Sprint Nationals in Adelaide Karapiro. So we put in training programs for the youth. At the start we just did a baseline measurement of their fitness, basically how far they can paddle in the session, and the majority of them were quite unfit when we first started. They could only do roughly 2 to 3k paddles, and then we measured that by the end of the 6 months. In the 1 year they were up around 15k to 20k paddles and paddling over an hour and a half in one go without stopping. The outcomes for us that have been really excellent is, one, 100% of our kids are smoke free to this date. They are a lot fitter and physically fit and more active, and they're also been national champs in the J16s for the last 2 years. Their parents fundraised for them to go to Rarotonga, and they went over there 2 years in a row and have won all the events over there in the last 2 years also.